2013 superhero film featuring the Marvel comic character Wolverine. What's good? It's a boy dude reviews, and today we're going to review the sixth installment in the X-Men series, and it was distributed by 20th Century Fox, and it acts as the second film of the Wolverine solo film series. And Hugh Jackman reprises his role from the previous film as the title character, with James Mangold directing a screenplay written by Scott Frank and Mark Bombach, based on the 1982 limited series Wolverine by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller. And set 7 years after the events of The Last Stand, lured to Japan, he hasn't since returned since World War II. Century-old mutant Wolverine finds himself in a shadowy realm of Yakuza and samurai. Wolverine is pushed to his physical and emotional brink when he is forced to go on the run with a powerful industrialist daughter, played by Taiyo Okamoto, and is confronted for the first time with the prospect of death. As he struggles to rediscover the hero within himself, he must grapple with powerful foes and the ghosts of his own haunted past. The film's development began in 2009 after the release of Origins of Wolverine, and the project was delayed due to the earthquake and tsunami in March 2011. And the Darren Aronofsky was originally hired to direct the film, and he departed from the film, and obviously the tsunami happened, so James Mangold was brought on board to do the film. And it was released on July 24th, 2013, and it was generally favourable reviews from critics, which praised the action scenes, performances, especially Jackman's, and thematic profanity. And this film, let's talk about the good. The good of this film is that it's a much better Wolverine over the Origins of Wolverine movie. As a solo Wolverine film, this was the Wolverine film it was meant to be. I have to admit, at this point so far in time, this was the darkest X-Men movie in terms of like the graphic elements. This movie was pretty violent at times, and it made sense because it's Wolverine. This dude has claws that could freaking tear anyone's skin to shreds. And I absolutely love that. Hugh Jackman really came back as Wolverine, but he kind of played a broken down Wolverine. He's struggling with the guilt over Jean Grey's death 7 years ago in X-Men The Last Stand, and it looks like he's run away from the X-Men mansion and all that lot, and he can't be an X-Men anymore because he doesn't want to get close to people he loves, and then he doesn't want to see them die anymore. And you just seeing Wolverine, it's kind of sad seeing how broken and battered he is and so angry this guy is. And then other characters in the film we've got who I quite like. I completely forgot the redhead chick's name. What was her name? Dude, I totally forgot. But Mariko's friends, the redhead girl, I think it's called Yukio. Not Yukio. Is it Yukio? Oh gosh, I feel so bad forgetting her name. But she is pretty cool and badass, and she's kind of like the bodyguard of Wolverine, and she seems to protect. She has this interesting ability where she predicts people's deaths, and she, without spoiling too much, she does predict Logan's death, and it may not be as far-fetched as we think it is, And honestly, I think she's a cool chick. I kind of want to see a film of her. I saw a film of her, and Taiko Okamoto, who plays Mariko Yoshida, who's the granddaughter, she does a really good job in the acting department. I really do like her acting, and I suppose I think maybe the Wolverine is one of her big performances, and she also plays Mercy Graves in Batman vs Superman, and this was her feature film debut. This was the first time she was in the big screen, and she does a really good job. She was really great in this movie. All the casting was pretty good. Like, I like the whole Japanese element in this film. It's it feels very gritty. I like everything. I like some of the visual cinematography in this movie. The story is okay, I suppose. And the visual effects are so much better. So much better. They get better and better with these X-Men movies. And yeah, here we come to our mixed aspects of the film. And the mixed aspect is probably the plot. It's you either like it or hate it, because the plot is cool, but it does get a little bit corny at times, and it's not that focused, you know. It feels very Hollywood. It's like a Hollywood version of how, you know, this, like, I don't know. It's just not as good as it could have been. And my main negative is definitely the villain of the film. The villain changes twice. I'm not going to tell you who the main villain is, but it becomes very comic booky when the whole main focus of this film was meant to be all this like good gritty samurai stuff. It gets very hokey and comic book like towards the end. And there's a line towards the end which is just so cringy and it's really bad. Not the post credit scene, but yeah. But this film wasn't too bad. I'll give it that. And I liked seeing how Wolverine was trying to get back to who he was. And yeah, there's a mid-credit scene where that was definitely the best part of the movie. I wasn't expecting it, and it was a great delight to see those two return. And yeah, it leads on to Days of Future Past. And for that, I'm going to give the Wolverine, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give it a C. It's not the best movie. It's not the worst movie. It's very meh. And the thing is that this movie depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling okay, had a good day, I probably wouldn't like this film. If I had a bad day, I'd probably not like this film. So it depends on how you're feeling, you know, because this film is meh. It's okay and it's not okay at the same time. But thanks for watching this video. Please share this video, comment down below and tell me what's your favourite review of Wolverine. What's your favourite movie of review? What's your favourite movie of Wolverine in? Got a tongue twister there, mate. With that said, thank you for watching. As always, a boy the review signing out.